Howdy folks, welcome back to Do and Brew. This is a quick video of how to hook up the electrical cord for your new dryer. Now I'm going to be hooking up a 3-prong cord, so you'll see video on that, but I'll also go over how to hook up a 4-prong cord, which is really no more difficult than the 3-prong version. Now of course you want to read and follow the instructions that came with your dryer. Let's go ahead and install the power cord on your dryer. The first thing we have to do is remove the electrical cover plate on the back of the dryer. The 4-prong cord incorporates a dedicated ground, which is that round prong at the top of the plug. A dedicated ground on a dryer is not absolutely required, which is why you'll sometimes see the 3-prong plug and cord, which does not incorporate a dedicated ground. Let's do a quick overview of the wires that are associated with a dryer cord. For the 3-prong version, you have 1 neutral and 2 hot wires. Now, as with any switch or light or outlet you're installing, the neutral is going to be the silver connection, and the hot wires is going to be the copper or gold colored connections. Now, these same wires are associated with a 4-prong, those 3 wires I just identified, but again, they have a dedicated ground, which hooks up to the ground wire, which is usually associated with a green screw connection point on any appliance. So here's your hot terminal. Here's the second hot terminal, and here's your neutral terminal. So now that we got all that straight, let's go ahead and hook up our dryer. The first thing you'll need to install is the cord keeper. Now, this is a pretty simple little gadget, but it's pretty important. It installs and prevents your cord from rubbing on that sheet metal and potentially cutting through the insulation, which could cause a short. Plus, it prevents your cord from being pulled out away from the terminal hookup points, which you'll see here in a moment. So it just provides for a safe, secure installation of your dryer cord, and I highly recommend using it. If you didn't get one of these in your cord kit, you should pick one up at your local hardware store. They usually only cost $1 or so. Once you have your cord keeper installed, we'll tighten the screws down just enough to keep it from falling out, and then we'll thread our cord through and get ready for that hookup. Now, if you're interested in watching, I have 2 other videos on dryer installation. One covers the extensive unboxing all the way through the entire hookup process, and the other is all about installing a rigid dryer exhaust ducting, which I highly recommend doing. I'll put links to both of those at the end of this video. Now I'm easing that cord through the cord keeper, using one hand to push it up through and the other hand to kind of bend the cord up towards those connection points. Now I need to remove the screws at the 3 connection points, easily done with a Phillips head screwdriver. Now that I have those screws out, it's just a simple matter of lining up our 2 hot wires on the gold or copper connection points and the neutral wire there in the middle on the silver connection point. Now I'll reinstall those screws and make sure those wires are securely connected. So that covers connecting a 3-wire or 3-prong dryer cord. If you have a 4-prong cord, you're going to follow the exact same process, except you're going to have a green wire coming out of your cord, which of course needs to be connected to the grounding connection point, which again is typically that green screw. So you'll just have 1 additional wire to connect. And once your wires are connected, you want to go back to your cord keeper and tighten down those 2 screws to ensure that that cord does not move at all. And we are just about done, folks. The last thing we have to do is reinstall and secure our electrical plate cover. Very simply done. Move our dryer into place, plug it in, and do an ops check. As previously mentioned, I have 2 other videos on dryer installation if you'd like to check those out, and the links to those videos will be popping up in just 1 second. All right, and she powers up, just as expected. That concludes this video, folks. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Thanks a lot for watching this episode of Do and Brew. We'll see you back here next time. Take care, folks. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Do and Brew. This is a quick video of how to hook up the electrical cord for your new dryer. Now I'm going to be hooking up a 3-prong cord, so you'll see video on that, but I'll also go over how to hook up a 4-prong cord, which is really no more difficult than the 3-prong version. Now of course you want to read and follow the instructions that came with your dryer. Let's go ahead and install the power cord.